Right, we're ready. We're gaming. And by gaming, I mean drawing the same warm-up shapes that we do every day. Okay, that's enough warm-up. Yeah, I think you've just figured out what the frame is. Yeah, you're just the first person to talk this stream. So it's been 40 minutes of silence thus far. Panda Wolf? I swear I used to watch you on Twitch years ago. And there was it an Australian fella that also streamed? Was it Donkey? Oh man, I remember that. Do you still stream? I'll come and pop into a stream. God, it's been so long. That must have been 2018, maybe. It's like 7 years ago. Oh man. I mean, yeah, a lot can happen in 7 years. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's going okay. I'm trying to grow the like the social media side of things. I feel like I'm at a point where I can finally look at my own artwork and be quite happy about it. I'm always worried that this sounds massively narcissistic and big-headed, but it's very rare now that I draw a thing and I don't like. It's very rare that I draw a thing and I hate it. Like most of the stuff I draw, I can, if it's not working, I can figure out a way to make it work in some way. But the thing that I really do struggle with is the like marketing. If you want to think about it as marketing and getting stuff up on social media or whatever. Like even Instagram, I haven't really posted in a bit. I've been using my story a bit more though, which is nice. What's that feeling like? It's kind of a bit strange, Dylan, because it's almost like an absence of feeling, if anything. It's not like I'm looking at everything I do and I'm like overjoyed. It's just that I'm looking at the stuff that I do and I don't dislike it. It's like, yep, that's acceptable, okay, and then I move on to another drawing. Or like I said, I think what it is it's my job, obviously as a lecturer, to fix mistakes that students make, hunt them down, and figure out how to fix them. And so I've just learned to do the same thing with my own work. So even if a drawing is going badly, it's not like an unsolvable error. It's just, oh, okay, what's the mistake? How can I fix it? And then you fix it. Right? So I know that I'm making it sound probably easier than it is, but unfortunately, Pat, he's being very modest. Oh, hello, Megan. You having a nice day at work? He's being very, very modest. Giuspiere can do some wonderful painting. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, it really is just the trusting the process. You've never seen him draw. Yeah, good point, 5. Good point. Get some work in the Patreon Discord. What recent work? You've got some drawing. Come on. Don't hold out on us. Oh, love you too. You have a lovely day at work. I'll see you later. I do need to remember to take one of those pot noodles into work. I don't know though, should I trust the kettle that's at work? I mean, I guess the nature of a kettle is that it boils the water that's inside it, so... You know, even if the kettle itself is a bit... grubby. I don't know. I'm trying to justify using it. Oh, Dylan. Let's hop in a Discord call or something and we can have a chat, pal. We can play some games if that helps. We can't have our lad with his mental health in the bin. Akihito Yoshida. I will Google this name. Oh, this is a lot of photography. Oh, it's a Final Fantasy person. Very nice. I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's cutting into the path of my laser. Blech. Let's move this down here. I struggle with the sort of vaguely anime style. It's an octopus on the head. I don't know. Bonk. I don't know. I don't know. This is the problem that I fall into, right? So, I was just talking about how before, I don't so much as struggle to draw, but I do struggle to think about what it is that I'm drawing, right? So, if I know exactly what it is that I'm drawing, then we're good to go. But if, like this, I'm sat going, I don't actually know what it is that I want this to look like, then we're a little bit buggered. So... No, I don't even mean designing as I draw. I can design while I draw. Like, that's designed. These shapes are designed. Um, a lot of my drawings are designs, like most of my drawings are from my imagination. So it's not as though I'm drawing from like copying what I'm seeing in a reference. It's more like just actually choosing like the subject matter of what I'm drawing. Like I just sort of randomly started drawing this little anime head, but I don't know if that's something I wanted to draw. It's just my hand doing it. Whereas with this chip, or it's actually a bag full of sausages. This, like, I went into this going, I am going to draw a box of napkins. It then turned into a box of napkins with like the napkins turning into like a big hand. But I knew that I wanted to draw a box of napkins. I don't even really know why or what it is that I'm drawing here. Yeah, pretty much. Like these pages are just, I'm just sitting for a couple of hours before I go to work all day, and I'm just practicing automatic drawing. Sitting, I'm doodling, I'm seeing what happens, and I'm allowing myself to be open to suggestion. Bonk. I don't know. You can throw prompts at me if you want. But like a lot of this is just about the abstract appeal of individual shapes and groups of shapes and making decisions about that, which is, I guess, a lot harder to pin down, but yeah, well, kind of. I mean, it kind of, when I'm thinking about it, it kind of defeats the point of automatic drawing to go and see what someone else thinks automatic drawing should be or what it should consist of. Like, in the truest sense of automatic drawing, I am just relaxing and whatever. Like, for some people, automatic drawing, I know I've seen some people just do automatic drawing like this, and it's just shape and it's very abstract. Um, for me, it's like objects seem to form out of that abstract nonsense, you know. Like just seeing where the shapes lead you. Like, what is this? I don't know. But like in the truest sense of automatic drawing, when I've seen other people do it, they don't ask themselves that. They don't go, "What's this?" and then try and turn it into a thing. They're just satisfied with it being just shape. I like a mess, right? But yeah, that's true. I mean, I have these like warm up bits before I do the main warm up, and even those, like, I'm end up spitting out the exact same shapes every time. It's always, you'll notice if I ever draw a plane. I'm already doing it. I'm really resisting the urge to do it. So that's a plane. I mean, first of all, I've rounded the edges of the plane because I do that with absolutely everything. Like, if I'm ever drawing a cube, it tends to have beveled edges. The other thing that I tend to do with a plane is I tend to bow the edges inwards. Just slightly, like that, right? And this isn't a deliberate decision I'm making. It's just, I just do it. Like, so you can see these edges that are like straight edges, and they bow inwards. Some of them quite a bit. Why are they bowing inwards? I just think it looks nicer, and my hand seems to think it looks nicer. I've tried to think about like why I think it looks nicer. I think like if you had a piece of paper that's flat, like it's kind of boring. It doesn't have much energy. But if you take that same piece of paper and you just like ever so slightly press inwards so that it's like bowing in the middle, it has energy to it, like it would ping back if you let go. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, maybe it's that it feels like it's curving round in space like that. But I think honestly, even if you were just designing a flat shape, like it wasn't a plane, but it's just a flat shape that exists on a flat surface. The shapes that I am likely to design are more likely to bow inwards than they are, because equally I could bow it outwards, right? And in theory, that would still have the same illusion of depth as it bowing inwards. So I don't know, but that's a tendency that like I'm aware of, and I'm quite happy with. I don't mind that as a tendency. Maybe there are situations where I should deliberately, change it up and try and draw differently. But for the most part, if that isn't like an intuition or an intuitive decision that I'm making, and that says something about what I find appealing, then I guess it's not so bad, right? So it's interesting, and you can really bow and curve shapes, and I can't get enough of these. Honestly, my drawing has improved tenfold, maybe more, from silly little just being happy with your ability to manipulate 3D form, and how easy can I take this exact same piece of paper, the exact same proportions, and bow it outwards even more, or fold it. There are a couple of books I want to make. I want to make a book called Cooking with Perspective. And I should just start on that and make the damn book. That's the first book I want to make and talk about. The other book would be something related to like origami. Like, can you learn to draw by basically doing like origami? If I take this and then I have to like fold over an edge, I'm understanding how that mirrored shape collapses back in on itself. If I then had to fold it again, like, okay, so we had that shape, which is now going to fold that way, and maybe it won't line up perfectly or whatever. But like, I think that's an underrated skill. And then like this is folded, so if we viewed it from the side, but can you just manipulate these really simple forms like flat planes and bend them and move them about and whatever else? I find it really interesting and appealing, and I feel like I've benefited from it, certainly. So why wouldn't other people benefit from it? Maybe that line needs to be more angled. But the Cooking with Perspective one, I would be really, really excited to make. Because it's very similar. It's like, can I take a carrot and then can I chop it into, like, if I chop there, like, can I actually explore what that carrot looks like now that it's been dissected? Like, it's just building up your basic understanding of 3D form with something as approachable as vegetables. Which I think would be fun. And you can, like, basically put together these different ingredients that you build to make meals. And those meals are, in a very similar sense, the meals are you're taking together the ingredients of drawing to make a finished drawing, right? So the meal is like a culmination of the skills or ingredients that you've been learning about. And I just think that's such a good idea that I've been thinking about for, well, basically since the start of this year, because the start of this year is when I really started actually drawing. I think before this year I had neglected it a bit. I've just been painting and neglecting my drawing. So it's nice to it's nice to be able to look at my drawing and make assessments about what works and what doesn't, and start to think about how maybe those skills could help other people. Oh god. That's what I want ultimately. I would love to have a book that people read. That'd be like a I think, a massive milestone for me that I'd be really pleased with. Publishing a book. I don't know how hard it is to publish a book. Maybe it's like near impossible. I don't know. At least one sale. Perfect. Perfect. That's all we need. I'm beginning to appreciate a little bit more the simplicity of this kind of head construction. Just like an egg. With a small ear. Maybe the mouth should move. This should probably go in and then back out, shouldn't it? Ghost of Yotei comes out today. Which I would love to play, because I think Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite games. But I don't think I'm going to get to play it, because I'm busy. I would have to sacrifice some of my daily drawing, or some of the freelance work that I'm doing, and I don't think I want to do that. Sort of have no nose, don't they? I mean, I think I'd be more tempted to... that's where I feel like I stray away from anime, in the way in which I draw is I just like noses. I like people actually having noses, and those noses I tend to draw as being like reasonably sharp things, yeah. Oh god, I need to charge my phones so I can buy a train ticket. If you haven't already noticed, I'm ill. But we're not going to let being ill stop us from drawing, are we, lads? No, 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 no. What time is it? 10 past 8. You did a mentorship with Mario, didn't you, Dylan? I learned a lot from that. Yeah. Namely, to sort of slow down when you're drawing. Take your time. What is this little thing? I don't know. Yeah, he's an excellent teacher. Absolutely excellent. Let's separate that front plane, the back plane. A lot of the exercises that he got, I think I'm right in saying you got taught by him at a different time than I did, Dylan. Or were we in the same group? Mario just sort of lets me join any of his classes, which is very nice of him. But I think there were the classes that I paid for, and then a lot of other classes that I just popped into, so I might have popped into one that you were in, but I can't quite remember. But a lot of the drawing exercises that I went through with him were not... it wasn't like they were particularly groundbreaking in terms of the exercise. It was honestly just the advice that he gave you, go away and do some drawing and apply that advice, almost, right? Right, I see. And so a lot of the drawing, for me anyway, was figure drawing based, and it was drawing figures from your imagination. And a big part of that was what to keep in mind where your horizon line is. No, it's all the basic stuff, but I don't know. He had a really good way of explaining a lot of it, even though it was basic, that made it stick a little bit more, which I guess is probably what you want from a teacher. It was like, take your time, slow down. Yeah, yeah. I guess that's the other thing. Is he's very good at pinpointing exactly what you're getting wrong personally, and telling you what that is, and how to rectify it. Um, but honestly, I think the other good element of a good teacher, um, to me, and Mario just embodied that, is just being inspiring, right? And like, he was producing work that, and he still is, that is so awesome that if he says to study something, you go and study it because you look at his work and you go, oh my, whatever this man tells me to do, I'm gonna go and do. Like, there are other artists who they're not bad, but like I've watched a lot of YouTube videos of people, and they'll give you a piece of advice, and it's perfectly valid, fine, good advice, but sometimes you look at their art and you go, yeah, okay, I guess I'll apply that advice, like because they're just not to you personally, and obviously it's all subjective. Like, they just don't get you excited, and they don't get you like, oh my god, this is so amazing, I've got to think about all this. And I even have it at the university where I will give advice as a lecturer, students will pretty much ignore it, and then a guest speaker will come in and give the exact same advice, and you can see all the students go, oh, what amazing wonderful advice, because of who they've received it from. And so there's that motivating element. There's also that, like, Mario is such a lovely, wholesome guy, that you don't want to let him down either. Like, again, if I hear on YouTube that there's some like, I hear some advice, I'm not gonna, nothing's gonna go wrong if I don't follow it, or if I don't do the task that they're recommending I do. But Mario really is like your dad or something. You're studying with him, and it's like, oh, I don't want to let him down. I really don't want to disappoint him. Um, and so yeah, you end up doing the work, which is nice. Yeah, honestly, the nicest man I've ever met. Like, whenever I'm ill, he sends me messages saying that he and his family are gonna pray for me because they're I think he's quite deeply Christian. Um, which is just wonderful. He's very, very nice guy. Yeah, deserves all the love in the world. Deserves to be like, I don't know why he's not. I mean, he is a bit more famous now, but like when me and Dylan were studying under him, he had something like 80 followers. It was like a pitiful amount of online interaction that he was getting, despite being, maybe not quite Kim Jong-il levels, but he's getting there. I think he will be Kim Jong-il level at drawing pretty soon. And God, his painting is absolutely magnificent, and so yeah, he deserves a lot more attention. My guy, Mario. I don't really know what this is meant to be, but we're talking about Mario Alfonso. He's just the most magnificent bastard that you've ever encountered. And the loveliest guy, honestly. Yeah, I think my only the only thing I'm sad about is he's definitely jumped straight into that niche. Um, but he hasn't painted, or he does. He sends me some sometimes some of the paintings that he's doing, and they're still beautiful. But he doesn't really post his paintings anywhere. He just does like drawing, which is fine. His drawings are amazing, but his paintings are something else, and I wish I could see more of them. On C5, I recommend his. He might be full, um, but he announced like a perspective drawing group mentorship thing not that long ago, and he was still looking for people last time I checked. I don't know if it's full now. He's got a lovely smile now. Moving to the US for more opportunities. Yeah, yeah, he's actually found a massive like Spanish speaking audience as well, hasn't he? Good lad. I'm running out of energy and ideas. But this page is unfinished. I can always just continue to draw faces, but I don't know, it feels like a little bit of a cop-out sometimes. Does that mean, should we give her a bit more of a chin? No, I'd preferred it before, with no chin whatsoever. Makes me think I've done her a disservice with the amount of forehead. It seems more appropriate. All these heads are looking the same way. Let's flip this guy. Okay, that's this morning's page of drawings, I guess. I might not be around tomorrow morning, because actually, very good reason, I've got to go to work earlier. So, everyone enjoy though. Have a lovely day. I hope you get on well, and I hope you're not ill like me. Right, bye bye.